Have you or a loved one experienced the efforts of the Federalists and the effects of the menacing Constitution? Your individual rights unprotected and threatened by the possibility of a tyrannical government without limited authoritative power.
Well, fear no more. Introducing the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights is a document guaranteeing the protection of your individual liberties, outlining regulations for a limited government, and providing a basic rule of law.
Constitution provided the foundation for the authoritative branches and their powers of the federal government. The first 10 amendments of the Bill of Rights identify the principal individual liberties of American citizens and the powers of the states, both of which are uncontestable.
Written by James Madison, the Bill of Rights is a package deal, including the amendments 1 through 10, all addressing the protections against the abuse of power by the federal government to you and your state. In just the First Amendment alone, we guarantee your freedoms to express through speech, press, and religion, as well as your right to assemble and petition. But wait, there's more.
The Second and Third Amendments guarantee your right to keep and bear arms in addition to preventing the quartering of soldiers by the federal government in your homes. Your freedoms from unreasonable searches and seizures of property, as well as your right to a due process of law, is also protected in Amendments 4 and 5. In Amendments 6 and 7, the Bill of Rights defends your right to a speedy and public trial decided by an impartial jury in civil cases. Amendment 8 assures your freedom from excessive bail and cruel or unusual punishment as a result of fair trials. And finally, Amendment 10 protects the powers reserved by your state and others, limiting those of the federal government to the powers directly stated in the Constitution. But Caroline, aren't there other rights Americans are entitled to that aren't included in the Bill of Rights?
Of course there are, Abby. As stated in the 9th Amendment, there are other rights not listed in the Bill of Rights or the Constitution that people are still entitled to. In the original draft of the Constitution, there was no article that directly protected the rights of individuals. However, with the addition of the Bill of Rights, these unwritten rights, along with the 9 other amendments, guarantee your rights as an individual today.
While the Federalists may claim that Americans can assume their rights are protected underneath the Constitution, this just isn't true. The main purpose of the Constitution was to establish a strong central government, not to address all the rights and liberties of the American people.
In Constitutional Article 1, Sections 1 through 7, the structure for the legislative branch is established, creating the Senate and the House of Representatives, as well as setting up the process for elections and legislation. Despite including the people's right to elect their officials, no other right for the people is directly stated in this article.
Constitutional Article 2 establishes the executive branch and position of president, outlining the powers of this branch and the appointment and election process. In a similar manner, Constitutional Article 3 establishes the judicial branch, creating the Supreme Court and court system while providing a basis for the responsibilities of this branch. In the first 3 articles of the Constitution alone, the freedoms and rights of the American people are not addressed whatsoever, proving that the Bill of Rights is a necessary addition to the Constitution.
By ratifying the Bill of Rights today, you're supporting the development of a government that shares and protects individual rights of American citizens. While the Constitution is the foundation for our federal government, the Bill of Rights secures and extends your rights in relation to the federal government.
Bill of Rights. Amendments 3 through 8 protect you against the abuse or corruption of government officials, particularly regarding your right to privacy and fairness in trial. Amendments 1, 2, and 9 also extend your individual liberties, but Amendment 10 protects the powers of your state, limiting the power to the federal government to those stated in the Constitution.
So support the Bill of Rights today. Help ratify the Bill of Rights in your state by joining the debates for its adoption.
Extend your individual rights and protections. Call US 1-105-1791 to petition your support. After all, it's in the Bill of Rights!
This product is sponsored by the Democratic Republican Party and is a direct message to all white, landowning American men.